Hello there, Renya here from TruthBelts, reporting to you live from gorgeous Lake Ontario in Toronto. On my website, on the About Us page, I talk about the importance of trees and how wonderful and important trees are. They're sort of like the air conditioning of the planet in that they remove carbon dioxide and in return they put oxygen back into the air. One thing that you may not know is that whales play an incredibly important part as well. Did you know that one single whale can do more for our atmosphere than 100 trees? Absolutely, and here's how. Whales are a great example of nature's intelligence. Through something called the whale pump effect, they bring nutrients from the ocean depths to fertilize tiny phytoplankton at the ocean surface, which helps to capture carbon dioxide out of the air, and then that has a beneficial chain reaction throughout the entire ecosystem. Whales help to keep our oceans and our world healthy. So you may know me as a designer of cool vegan products, and that's something that I absolutely love doing. But one thing that you don't know about me is that I do a lot of volunteer work for an amazing organization called Parvati.org. Parvati is the name of a very talented woman who is a singer and a songwriter, who is incredibly smart as well, who is in university at age 16. She had reoccurring dreams in the year 2010, where the dream was where she was at the top of the world, lying on a sheet of ice with a blue whale waiting underneath. Now, this dream led her to cancel a music tour that she was supposed to have in Asia, and she decided to travel to the northernmost point in the North Pole to perform one of her concerts and to meet with some of the people there. When Parvati arrived in the Arctic, she was greeted by two elders who told her they knew that she was coming because the whale had told them in a dream. Oh my goodness, sends chills up your spine. This experience showed Parvati that she was part of something that was grander than anything she could imagine. In the year 2014, Parvati found out that there was planned seismic testing to take place off the shores of Clyde River in Canada. Parvati knew that she could not let this happen, so she rallied a group of friends together to do something about it. So a group of us got together and we were determined to stop this. We called the Canadian government every single day demanding to know, why are you allowing the seismic testing to take place? Who is behind the seismic testing? And it was very frustrating because we got one dead end after another. They would say, we don't know, leading us to, this trail, that trail. Nothing was happening until one day our persistence paid off. Somebody had released to us documents showing that Shell Canada had permits to explore in the Arctic that had expired in the 70s. Can you believe it? They were the ones that were behind this. We shared this information with other organizations and with the media, and the seismic testing was stopped. Can you believe it? We're so happy that just a small group of people got together and made a difference. However, the ice is still melting, and there's countries in the world that want to get in there to the Arctic ice. They want to break it up for their own profits. The statistics are staggering. Did you know that there is 75% less Arctic sea ice in the summer now than there was 50 years ago? That's scary because what happens is when there's less ice, that means when the sun rays come down and hit the earth, they're absorbed into the water instead of being reflected back into the atmosphere. And that is why we're having global warming. That's one of the causes of it. The polar ice is extremely important. Think of it like the air conditioning for our planet. It really plays a huge part in regulating our climate patterns and weather currents. These days we're seeing more and more fires, hurricanes, floods, and we can see that Mother Nature is in trouble and she really needs help now. So what we did at the org is we created a treaty called MAPS. MAPS stands for Marine Arctic Peace Sanctuary. We translated the treaty into all the necessary different languages on the planet. We sent it to all leaders of all countries, and we know that if 99 leaders sign the treaty, it will go into effect, and that the Arctic Circle will be deemed a peace sanctuary and will be protected from exploitation. Now, I have some huge news, okay? I am shooting this video on January 21st, 2018, and the first country just signed the MAPS treaty. Can you believe it? Thank you, Samoa. You are the very first country to sign the treaty. Now we only need 98 more leaders to sign the treaty for it to go into effect. I am so ecstatic about this. Being part of this organization has been amazing because imagination is the most important thing, the most valuable thing that humans have. And to think that a group of people got together, used their imagination, made a decision, and stuck to it and actually started making changes, and that this is actually happening. Maps can actually be realized in 2018, and that is my dream. I volunteer for this organization and I am part of the team that collects petitions. We need a certain number of petitions to be signed in order for the MAPS treaty to go into effect. I also will be doing presentations in schools, high schools, and universities. So if you happen to be a teacher and if you would like me to come in and talk to your students about this, I would absolutely love that. You can contact me at the email at the end of this video. Please go to parvati.org right now and you can sign the petition on the homepage. You can even donate a little bit of money, $10, $20, $50, whatever you can. This is an organization where everything is run by volunteers, and we have been putting in our own money to make this happen. This is such an important cause, and I would love it if you sign the petition and share it with your friends and family. You know, our planet is not just a thing. She's a living being, just like any plant, animal, human. She has a consciousness. I mean, it's different than, humans and plants and animals, but she still is a living being with a consciousness who needs our help right now. I think this is one of the most important things that we can do for our planet that is actually quick and effective. Please go to parvati.org right now, sign the treaty, donate if you can, and share with your friends and family. Together, we can make a difference on this planet. What happens in the Arctic affects us all. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm Rania from TruthBelts, wishing you a wonderful day, and most importantly, live your truth.